Recording in progress.
Hola. Me gusta reggae. Me gusta punk rock. Me amo Miguel. Or me amo Red. Right? I don't know what I'm doing. Welcome to Keys to the Jet. I'm Red. It's early. Woke up. Who do we have here today? Who's with us today? Wait, what episode I don't even know what episode we're on, bro.
I think it's 15.
Fuck, no, it's not 15. No, it's got to be like 16.
No, it's 15.
No.
16? 18.
I think it's 16, unless you guys did another one I didn't know about.
It's got to be 16, bro.
I think it's 16.
Yeah, it probably is.
They all agree with us.
We'll know once we're able to see them all. We'll know once we're able to see them all and count them. As the audience, as an audience member.
Listen, we're backlogged right now. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right.
Just saying, the anticipation builds.
I know. I do it on purpose.
As the weeks go by.
I do that on purpose.
Your little video teases that you throw up on fucking Instagram and Facebook are just
make you guys do this a little bit. Like,
exactly.
Hell yeah. So who's joining us today? Well,
Little Mikey.
Little Mikey's here.
The mayor's in town.
Mayor's back in town. Little Mikey's back in town, and as always, Blackbeard.
Yeah.
Hopefully Rhino and Fab will be joining us.
Never know.
We told them a time. They didn't show up. We start recording. They'll get here when they get here.
We're not going anywhere.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mayor, we last left off with you last week. This is basically a part two.
Part two.
What's been going on since last week? What have you been doing?
Working, man. We got folks downrange, so trying to keep those guys happy and morale up. Know when I can get them home, if I got to swap them out, if the trip's going to get extended, all that type of stuff. And then local work here.
How many airplanes have you seen this week?
How many airplanes have I seen this week?
Yeah, how many airplanes do you think you've seen this week?
Hundreds. Yes.
How many wings would that be?
200s.
200. How about engines? How many engines would that be?
Hundreds.
Interesting.
Yep. Yep.
All different types of airplanes?
Same ones.
Same ones.
Yep. A lot of the same ones. A couple trash haulers.
Ooh, ew.
A couple mighty A-10s.
Yeah.
America's safe for a little while, every hour and a half at a time.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. I mean, throw up a tank on there and you can last a little bit longer.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. Anything funny? Did you see anything funny this week?
Man.
How do you mess with people in the office when you're there?
So we got this one guy that we pick on all the time. He's a prior welder in a different lifetime, I should say. And he worked he welded the railings at T-Mobile Arena in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
So it seems like anytime he gets a chance, if he meets somebody new, that story comes up like, yeah, I did all the welding around the railings at the T-Mobile Arena. So we just fuck with them all the time. Like, hey man,
how many people have fallen?
Yeah. Have you told anybody yet today that you fucking built the T-Mobile Arena? Because if you haven't, we all want to hear the story.
Oh man, dude, that's just a natural welder thing. Yeah, bro. Hey man, I'm a welder, dude. What's up? I'm MIG TIG. I can do it all. I have a friend who fucking has a welding business. You know, he's just like, yeah, I got some jobs today for welding. You know.
Yeah. I made some dimes today. I stacked some dimes.
Hell yeah, dude. Lil Mikey. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He's kind of our office go-to guy to mess with.
To fuck with. Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's always good.
Yeah.
Always a guy you got to push.
Yeah.
Any? Have you frozen any of his stuff yet, or like taken his cack and like taped it to the ceiling?
No, we haven't done any of that stuff. No, it's all verbal and bullying.
That's all considered hazing now.
It is.
I did that.
Hazing.
Gotta be careful.
Lil Mikey.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
How's it going?
Good, man. Hey, do you still have that bird outside your fucking trailer or what?
I do not. He's gone today. I think it's he might have melted.
What'd you do with him? You scare him off, bro?
It's been pretty hot here, so
yeah,
he might have flew north or something.
How the hell are you doing? What's new with you, bro? What's going on? How many airplanes have you seen?
Oh, I've seen probably 3.
What kind of airplanes?
Let's see. I'm gonna guess 747s.
Oh, okay. Trash haulers.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple DCs. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Actually, I drove to the airport for my stepdad a couple days ago, and so I've probably seen about 15 planes.
There you go.
Dang. And they're big ones too. Big uns.
Yeah, that high bypass bullshit,
Blackbeard.
Yes.
How the hell are you doing? What's new with you? What's going on?
Same old shit. Doing good.
How many airplanes have you seen today or this week?
Fuck, I've seen.
Not today.
I don't know. Probably none. I don't look up. I only look down on people.
Yeah. That's good.
That was good. Off the cuff.
That's good, man.
That was real good.
I've seen. Let's see. So I left work at like 12:30 this morning.
That's
maybe
good.
12 airplanes so far today. No, 13. I'm sorry, 13.
You didn't see any like driving by on your way out? Other squadrons?
Yeah, I
Other
didn't take those into account.
complexes?
I didn't take those into account. So I saw 13. Then I saw because the range is closed, the airfield is closed. I saw some fucking twirly lights above the lake bed late at fucking night, 12:30 in the morning, doing some testy stuff out there.
Ooh.
Yeah, Edwards, man.
I saw nothing.
I don't know what they're doing out there.
You saw shit.
I don't know what they're doing out there, but I was looking up and I saw like 2 or 3 lights, and they had the.
There's gonna be a knock on your door in a few minutes.
Oh, I know. They were probably staring at me in the parking lot while I was staring at them at my motorcycle. Like, what the fuck are they doing up there? What is that, man? It's aliens. You know,
if you count on paper, I've seen quite a few more aircraft, like Facebook and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. On airplane. Yeah. I've seen a lot then.
Yeah.
I've probably seen a fuck ton. Because
actually, I read about a new one today that sounds pretty cool. But it was let's see. I took a screenshot so I could see if you guys had heard about this thing.
Ooh, what is it?
The aerospace startup Jet Zero has been awarded $235 million contract to make a blended wing body demonstrator.
Yeah, I've heard of the company. I just haven't seen any like renderings of what they might make. You know,
it's pretty wild. I'll shoot you a text message of it.
Got those engines on top and crazy skinny wings.
Yeah, looking at it now, it's pretty cool. It's like one big Delta wing.
Huh. Interesting.
It's apparently pretty huge too.
It looks pretty big.
That's crazy.
What's its purpose?
I think it's just cargo jet.
Research of fuel efficiency for large-scale military aircraft such as tankers and bombers, with promising to reduce fuel consumption by up to 50%.
Well, that's good.
I mean, listen, they're trying to go green in the air, dude. You know, long gone are the days of fucking brown streaks from JP8, you know.
That's when I would be on day shift. I remember spending like the whole sortie time trying to figure out how much fuel we used in one day.
Yeah.
For how many airplanes though?
Insane.
Well, you know, you're doing a turn, all the different. I don't know what I can say and what I can't, but you know, do so many turns, so many.
Yeah.
You know, all of that, and you got
probably like
3 or 4 squadrons.
$100,000. You probably got $100,000 a day for one squadron.
I'd say more than that.
I would say, probably more, especially if you're running bags.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how many airplanes you got going out. Right.
And then you think about like an elephant walk, man.
Yeah,
dude, that's crazy. That's great. Or unless they're like photoshopping the Colemans out. You know what I mean? they got a bunch of Colemans that just pull them up in the spot, let them go. Then they fucking take a picture. Then, you know, fucking crew chiefs come and pull them back.
So I just did some quick math, and in just one of my units on their average flying days will use 408,000 pounds of fuel.
What does that equate to cost?
Well, you got what?
Because you use JP
pounds per gallon.
You use JP5. What's the cost of JP5 right now?
Who's using JP5?
Yeah, Jet A plus.
Oh, it's Jet A. That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Jet A.
okay.
Sorry. It's the same fucking shit.
Hey, easy.
It's the same shit.
Easy.
It's the same shit, bro. Whoa. I'm getting all crazy. Getting all crazy.
It's the same. It's just less
This type-
refined and costs more money.
The types of fuel will get Redbeard fired up.
Yeah, bro. JP8 all the way. JP8 all the way.
What's the price of a gallon of JP8?
Fuck. It's got to be like probably $100 a gallon.
So
That's some high octane jet fuel.
that is some high octane jet fuel. It puts holes in your head.
That's something else I always wondered. Could we run off of diesel fuel from the gas station?
I don't think it says efficient or the octane level.
Okay, so JP8 right now is $90 per barrel.
Oh, barrel.
It's $2.14 per gallon.
Well, it's cheaper. Wow.
Yes, $2 per
That's
gallon right now.
$873,137 a day for one unit.
Yeah, it's almost a mil.
Yeah,
Dude. We could run our cars off JP8 for cheap right now. $2.14, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Try it, see what happens.
Put it in my motorcycle. Put it in my motorcycle, see what happens.
You may have a couple of issues.
Yeah, maybe. You never know. Is it under warranty? What kind of gas did you use? I don't know. I just pulled up and that's what they had.
Yep, I just pumped it.
JP8 never clear.
Do you remember that dude at Tyndall? He was a QA inspector and he came back to the line eventually in the 43rd, but he bought himself a new, I think it was a Harley, but he was part of that MC out there that I don't know if it was the Green Knights or the other one that was out there at Tyndall, but he pulls up to the gas station and fills it up with diesel.
Oh no. What?
Right?
Yeah, he destroyed his fucking engine.
What a fucking retard. Sorry, I use the R word, dude, but fuck. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's not, they're not going to cover that. They're not going to be like, yeah, here you go. Here's another bike, you know? They're like, give us that shit back, motherfucker.
Yep.
Crazy.
He was some kind of special.
Mayor, you still got your bike?
I do not. I sold it just before I moved up here.
Dude, come on, bro.
Which I'm pissed about now because the riding up here seems amazing. So I'm back in the market for another bike.
Yeah, go get another one, dude. Go get another Road Glide.
I want to keep that same year model too, 11 or 12, you know?
Yeah. Do you get new bars on there? Or did you still have everything the same?
No, there's same bars that I have.
I remember riding it. It was like I'm used to riding Dynas and Ultras, things like that, where the fairing turns with the bike.
Yep.
But being on that fucking Road Glide, dude, is weird, man. It's like, whoa, what's going on here?
It's a fucking Cadillac, man. It rode so nice, but I just didn't ride it down there because it was so hot. And then the traffic down there, you know, I just wouldn't ride it. So I sold it, and then I move up here, and there's so much nice riding up here and the ability to stay away from people.
My favorite riding in Vegas, was riding behind the rock trucks and just getting spewed with rocks, man.
Yeah,
that was my
who
favorite.
doesn't love that?
That was my absolute favorite. Along the 215,
yeah,
when they're doing construction, they just get it and gun it, and then just rocks and shit are flying out. They don't care if they cover the top or like wet the top or whatever. Who cares, man? They're trying to sprinkle the highway, dude.
Yeah, the spaghetti bowl at rush hour during rain is nice too.
Oh, amazing.
You just sit back and relax, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not white knuckling your fucking handlebars at all.
No, not at all. No, or on the 15 ever. You're never white knuckling on the 15 ever. Right past the casinos.
It's just a nice leisurely cruise,
especially when it rains.
Yeah,
I mean hey, you gotta love riding out in Vegas, man.
It's a rider's utopia.
Listen, it helps you in other places because it's so fucking crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like learning to be a better rider in Vegas has helped me ride in LA and other places. Like I can just go and be like, okay, what's up, dude? You know?
Yep.
Because there are many crazies in Vegas.
There are.
Mike, you got a bike again? Are you getting one?
Probably not. I think my foot could handle it at this point, but
what if you get a trike?
Just so many other things. I don't know. I mean, it's possible I might. I got more important things to to worry about.
It makes sense, but I mean, it could be was on your radar.
But eventually, yeah, probably. But
Hell
like
yeah.
here, man, I refuse to ride in the city because traffic, and once you get to that Dallas Metroplex area, that's just insanity.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
So I would always stick to country roads or take back ways, stuff like that, because I'm not into it at all. And right now, I really haven't even thought about having a bike because it's been 110, 115 here for like 3 months.
That's okay. I mean,
I'm into comfort these days, man. I'm getting up there with the mayor.
I'm not going to say I'm a fair weather rider. Yeah. So, okay, listen, I've got a question about motorcycles in the 1900s.
Okay.
They have the big wheels up in the front, like, you know, the motorcycles.
And the little tiny wheel in the back.
The bicycles. Right.
No.
Did you have one of those?
No. First motorcycle I rode was a Yamaha 100 off-road. And then my brother Chris got a Honda 80, like a little, what do you call it? Not a road bike, but the dual bike. It had dirt tires, but I had street legal kit on it. What do you call them? Enduro? Enduro. Yeah, Enduro. Those are the first two motorcycles I rode.
Hell yeah.
What year was the bike?
The Yamaha 100 was probably 84, 86.
Yeah, my first bike, I want to say was like a 81 or an 82.
Yeah.
And still had the metal tank, so every time something went wrong, your nuts felt it for 3 days.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
How about you, Blackbeard? You getting a bike? You have a bike?
I wish I never sold my bike, but
same.
That's life.
Yeah.
I had a 96 Dyna. It was all modded out.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah. Club style?
Not really. It had the 13-inch apes on it. It had when I first got it, it had a custom paint job with it was all red with ghost flames and a bunch of chrome, but I eventually broke it all down. Powder coated it all.
Really
rattle
canned it.
Plasta dipped it, the tanks and the tins, to kind of preserve the paint in case I'd like it later in life. But I powder coated like all the chrome shit on the engine and forks and whatever else.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked that bike a lot. That was fun. I put white walls on it. It was twisted spoke rims. It was pretty nice.
Hell yeah.
Miss it.
I have a Pan America, which is pretty cool. But I would like to get a fucking bagger. Like to go back to a bagger. Pan America's fun. It's comfortable, but I think it's too new of a bike and there's too many issues, right? I had to get my fuel pump changed twice already. Just the chain maintenance, is fucking stupid. I've already had to replace the chain.
What?
Yeah, dude. I've only put 20,000 miles on the motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean, I have had it only since October. So, but I mean, still.
2 fuel pumps and a chain.
2 fuel pumps
and 20,000 miles.
20,000 miles.
What was wrong with the chain that made you need to change it? Was it just slacking?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I was going to say it probably just stretched it out like they do, but that's a lot of miles in just a few months.
Yeah. I put bikes through hell. That's what I do. Yeah. I put bikes through hell. I mean, this one's properly maintained. My Ultra, not so much. I was a road warrior, man. I was oil change. What the fuck is that? I don't give
oil.
40,000 miles later, my buddy who owns a shop, shout out to CJ at Hardyville Cycles. He goes, "Hey man, we should probably change your oil, dude." And then he fucking changed it. It was black. How long has it been, dude? And he looked at, because we write the date on the
filter.
The filter. Yeah. It's like been a while. Been a long time.
Preventative maintenance, brother. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just like I surge it, fly it till it breaks, man. Fly it till it breaks.
All right.
I was never in PACAF, but I feel the PACAF way. All right, what else you want to talk about? Oh, I listened to Blackbeard. I don't know if you guys have listen to
Rogue Betty.
Rogue Betty. I'm sorry,
There you
Rogue
go.
Betty. Rogue Betty.
Why do I look all sweaty?
She has a podcast. She's a engine mech who has her own podcast, and she was on with the other guy. I forget.
Six from Canceled for Maintenance.
That's right. They gave us a shout out. What's up? Thank you.
Good shit.
Yeah, they were talking actually really good about us. It's not, and like they said, it's cool that more aviation podcasts are coming up, or aircraft maintenance podcasts are coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of like one being trying to be the dominant, like this is my block, get out of here. You know what I mean? We all have a common sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, we bullshit more. We don't really talk about the specifics of maintenance because I don't memorize tech data, and I usually brain dump that stuff by the time I get home. It's like, what this hammer, this screwdriver, and then cross thread. What'd that mean?
It's tighter.
Yeah, cross thread.
What'd that mean? I don't know.
Proper
So
yeah.
No, shout out to them. They're fucking doing well. What are the name of their shows? I'm so bad.
That's Rogue Betty is Jet Fuel and Roses, and then the 6 from Canceled for Maintenance. Pretty good shit.
Hell yeah, go check them out. They're actually really cool.
The episode that she mentioned was on her podcast. So Jet Fuel and Roses episode, I think 9.
Yeah, episode 9. She did use my quote. She's like, she's like, Red, he's pretty funny. I heard a quote from him that I've been using. If there's only 2 types of aircraft, fighters and targets. Because she was talking about trash haulers.
I thought she was going to say, the Bears.
Huh? What?
That's
the Bears.
You say that all the time.
Yeah, Bears. Or, hey, we see my big cases.
I was hoping they would have used Little Mikey's quote about split tails.
Hell, dude, if your tails ain't split, bro. So,
hey, speaking of listening to something, did you guys see that dude like blow up overnight this past week, music wise?
Oh, Oliver?
Yeah, Oliver Anthony.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
he's pretty good.
Yeah,
I like that song.
I was reading some stuff about him this morning. He's been getting obviously offers, right?
Mm.
Turning down $6-8 million offers, this, that, the next thing, and he's like, people just look at me crazy. But he's like, I don't want a tour bus. I don't want to play stadiums. I wrote that song because I was not well and mentally. So I wrote that song to get out my angst because I'm not looking for these millions of dollars. I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is awesome. I'm looking for millions though. So
stay here. If you guys find a couple, I'll take one.
That's fucking rad.
Yeah, that song was pretty crazy, man. You can hear the angst in that dude's voice.
Yeah, that was really good.
We're looking for millions too. If you want to go listen and support our band, Marry Sleep with Kill. That's all one word. We got a show coming up in Scottsdale with Head PE. I don't know if you guys know who Head PE is. We got a show.
I was just going to ask you how that was going. It was for a slot or something, whatever I've been voting on.
Oh yeah, it's we're in the top 5 apparently for this like opening act thing. I don't know if it's a scam or what. I don't know what the fuck it is. Our singer did it. Apparently we're in the top 5. I don't think many people applied, but whatever. We'll see. We'll see if they give us some cool stuff. Maybe nice. I'm a Mr. Dowdy Mustafa. But...
What about yours, Little Mikey, for your hunting trip and shit?
I am in the top 15 from what I can understand on it. They didn't give a whole bunch of information, but supposedly I'm in the top 20 right now. I don't know. It might have went down again, but I'm third. It's been a busy week. I'm in third place, and they say thousands of people enter, but I don't know. I haven't been able to find that information either.
Bro, give us that link. Give us that link so we can share it. We need to share that.
All
link.
Right.
Fucking help Lil Mikey out. Get him this hunting trip, bro. What are you gonna hunt? MILFs?
It's for an elk hunt.
It's not a MILF hunter.
Bull MILFs.
No.
Bull MILFs.
Yeah, it's an elk hunt in New Mexico, and I kind of made it like a goal because I had a bunch of physical stuff going on.
Yeah,
and so I've been going to the chiropractor every week and doing physical therapy and doing all my stretches and trying to walk more and stuff like that. So I kind of made it my goal. Like if I don't win, because I don't ever win anything. that I still win because my body's in that much better shape. But if I did win, then hell yeah, that'd be super awesome.
Oh,
But I
yeah,
wanted to be able to physically do it by the time it comes up, and so I think I'm actually thinking I'm probably going to be good.
Good shit,
good,
man.
man.
Yeah, that's good.
Dude, start deadlifting, bro. And drinking water. It'll help. It helps everything.
Yeah, I can't do that with my back.
Motrin and water, dude. It helps everything, bro. That's what I've heard.
Vitamin M.
That's what I've heard.
Stretching though, talking about that, I started stretching, I don't know, a few months ago. And at first I wasn't just like, whatever, this ain't helping, but it helps a fucking lot.
Bro,
I was
it does.
surprised how much it helps.
Bro,
Well,
I
one
fucked
of
my
my-
go ahead.
One of my main things was I've got spinal stenosis at the bottom of my the bottom 3 or 4, and so it's the part on the sides where the nerves come out the sides, and so the stretches they gave me to do every day, I'm doing 2 or 3 times a day now, and that's really helped to kind of open that up a lot because it got to the point where like legs give out, pain in your groin all the time, all kinds of stuff because those nerves take care of so much stuff, and so doing this every day, it's really helped a lot.
Dude, DDP yoga, bro.
Yeah, I heard about that too. That was pretty crazy.
My back was fucked for a little bit. It hurt like a motherfucker. And this guy down here, where is he? This guy, the mayor, was like, bro, yoga.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, you're crazy, bro. He's like, no, it fucking helped me, bro. Do it. Yeah.
Yep.
For real.
That's just another way. It's just stretching, right? Just obviously
It's
different.
just another way of stretching, but it fucking helped.
Choreographed stretching. It definitely does help for anybody
Yeah.
with back problems, hip problems, anything.
And
And I
all the
think
routines I do after I work out, I do this like stretching routine, but I think a lot of the moves are similar to the yoga ones.
Sure.
I'll have to check into yoga, but the stretching and the chiropractor. I had never been to a chiropractor before 2 months ago, and man, that made a huge difference. And pretty much all he does is stretch out in different ways too.
Yep.
I
I
did
got
a
one
lot
of those back roller things too. Those
Ooh.
I know Chirp makes them, but I don't have a fancy Chirp one. It's like an off-brand, but that thing fucking helps a lot too. It's like one of those big
like-
rollers, and you
Yeah.
like
The
roll
foam
across
roller
the floor.
thing,
It's like it's not foam; it's like a hard plastic, and it's probably like this big and like this fat.
Yeah.
And it has a bunch of bumps on it and stuff. You just put on your back and like do like a back plank and roll across it. It fucking cracks all the way up your back.
I like
Pretty
to do
cool.
that. I like to do that with an aircraft chalk,
There you go.
like the big A10 ones.
Yeah.
And it doesn't give me as much relief and comfort as I thought, but it brings me closer to the airplanes. And that's what I'm really looking for.
Sure. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Want
That's
that
what I'm really
connection?
looking for. Connection.
What does that main tire feel every day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Yeah. How many snakes have been on this chalk? How many bugs are underneath it? Yeah. Just kind of want to get that connection.
Yeah.
Like
You
I
ever
said,
use-
I can never get up off the ground after I'm done with it, but
You ever use the rope chalks?
Rope chalks are the shit, man.
no.
Yeah, you can throw these from 15 feet away and it'll slide in front and back.
Mhm.
But they also get wet and they're cloth, so they
Yeah.
start getting real stinky and
Good
they
to
soak
hit
stuff
people
up.
with.
And
And then
yeah, it's pretty.
it's mainly a
heavy.
Marine and Navy thing, right?
No, it's a cold weather thing.
Oh,
We
is
used
it
them
really?
in Alaska, we used them.
No shit.
It's a fat chalk rope like this.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a competition. You see how far you can get away and just huck it and see if you can get it to wrap around the tire.
Have you guys ever
Yeah.
seen anybody put a chalk, like instead of in front and behind the tire, put them on the sides?
No,
Never seen anybody do that?
no.
Just so you got the little rope, the handle rope, holding them in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen anybody doing that?
No.
No.
It would be funny.
It would be hilarious.
I
Stand
wouldn't
back-
put it past.
To stand back and laugh at that person
Yeah. You know how much shit
Yeah.
that person would get?
for the rest of
Especially
their
Oh,
a
career.
yeah.
fighter squadron,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you bumbling idiot.
right? This is how it goes, man. That's how it's told and funded. Yeah, I always like looking at like maintainer humor and seeing like the fucked up safety wire jobs.
Oh
Like,
Lord, yeah.
the fucking shit like that. Then I think back to my own safety wire jobs and I'm like, I think mine were much better.
Like mine are amazing, but you look back at them, you're like, "Fuck, those are horrible."
Then you're like, fuck, those are really bad.
That's
Yeah.
real bad.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Like half untwisted.
Yeah, you know what? I learned how to really get good at safety wire when I was working on the J-Star, because everything is fucking safety wire. So you get these Cajuns that come up to me and be like, "Oh, here, let's go over here now, Mikey." They call me Fluffy out there, actually. Come on now, Fluffy, let's go over here. And you see him fucking hand twisting the shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, holy shit, Cajuns are fucking robots, dude.
That was a nice thing about 22s is there's maybe 10 spots where there's safety wire on the whole thing.
Get on the 35 now. It's all safety cable.
Yep.
No twisting anything.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
When I first got on the Raptor, there was quite a bit of safety cable or safety wire. I remember all the fucking dropout links. You had to safety wire every pin that was on those dropout links because they didn't have the fucking fancy locking mechanism or efficient yet. So you had to fucking safety wire all the way around and up on every fucking dropout link. It was a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Or safety wiring every fucking V-band clamp.
Yeah.
Fucking everything. I learned about safety cable, which I love now, by the by.
Cable is pretty good.
I learned about safety cable when I was working on the J-Star as well, because there's this old engine guy that was like, "Hey man, don't be messing with that shit. That shit's stupid." He fucking showed me the fucking safety cable, and I'm like, "Oh my god."
I first saw safety cable when we're working on the A10s as a contractor. When someone was out there doing a main tire to do the hubcap, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?
Yeah,
what is this? It's magic."
Yeah, that shit's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, until like they start dropping swedges all over the fucking flight line, and then you're like, I don't know where any of these are. Oh, cool. Let's do an LTI.
What swedge?
Right? I only got a couple of swedges, right?
I threw that one away, I swear.
Yeah, it's always a good time. I hated safety wiring on the 16. Everything was safety wired. Maybe.
Never worked that piece of shit.
Yeah. I was an inspector on it. I should know these things, right? Yeah, everything was safety wired on that bitch. I mean, it was fun being an inspector on it. I didn't have to do the work. I just watch people do it. Or tell people to pull a fucking part back out because they would rush to put it in. They wouldn't get an okay to install. They'd be like, "Okay, we're done, dude. What's up?" I'd be like, "Nah, it's got to come back out, bro." "Are you fucking serious, dude? Why? Why, bro?" Well, didn't get an okay to install, and I didn't look at the fucking area. You know what I mean? So, quality's always a bad guy, bros. We're always the bad guys.
I was talking to a buddy of mine last night. He works over in Macon, Georgia, doing heavy maintenance on Embraers for different companies. He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna have the fucking FAA on my desk on Monday because they had to do a self-report. They had an Embraer that rolled out. I don't know what the number series of Embraer it was, but it rolled off the line, and aircrew was empty. It was just aircrew ferrying the aircraft to an airport to get it back in service, and the aircrew noticed some binding in the flight control, right? So I asked myself, "Well, don't you guys do flight control ops checks before you roll them out?" He's like, "Yeah, well, we do them, slow and methodical, right?" Whereas the aircrew was like moving the controls a lot harder, and they felt it binding. So they pulled the panels off. They noticed that the left aileron cable was routed incorrectly over two separate pulleys.
Oh shit!
And the maintainers install it. One QA inspector goes and looks at it, and it's kind of like an IPI situation, right?
Right.
So there's 3 sets of eyes on this fucking cable that got out and was rolling down the taxiway.
Oh shit!
Improperly routed. So yeah, QA's not always the bad guy. They were literally the bad guy that fucking time.
Oh yeah, no. When it comes to
because they missed it.
Okay. When it comes to things of like that, when you fucked up and you missed it, you gotta own it, right?
Absolutely.
If you're QA, you fucked it up, you gotta own it. It is what it is.
Yep.
Right. But there are a lot of times where, we'll be for instance, at this place where I was at, there's thread protrusion, right? You have to have certain thread protrusion, right? 2 or more threads, right? And not the first thread.
Yeah.
Because the first thread is cambered, right? So it can go into the
nut
or the the whatever,
the retainer.
Yeah.
The nut plate.
Nut plate. Look at me, I'm in quality.
The hole.
It It goes into the thing.
Goes into the doohickey. But anyways, none of us. So there were four inspectors. There's 4 inspectors here. We were like, no, we're not signing this. They wanted us to sign this install off, and we're like, no, there's no thread protrusion. We're not signing it off. So then maintenance is throwing a bitch fit of like, well, QA is trying to hold maintenance up. They're not signing the shit off, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, well, here, we're giving you documentation, information of why it's required, where it's required, everything like that. And they're still like a lot of places push or try to lean so far forward that they fall on their face and then blame quality, right? Because at the last minute, they've had, okay, so in this situation, they had a month to either get the correct bolts, right? Because an inspector told them that you should probably get other bolts because there was a mod done, or do your due diligence, right? Do what you got to do, right? Because we don't tell you, we don't direct maintenance. We're not going to hold your hand, right? Now, when it comes down to the last minute, oh, well, we got a flight on Monday, or we got a flight next week, so this has to get done. Now QA is holding up maintenance because we're telling you it's wrong.
Yep.
You're smiling up there. Well, I want to hear it. What do you got? Well, I want to hear it.
Nope. You're not going to hear shit from me.
You're that guy.
Because I was on the other end of that managing maintenance.
You're right. And the thing is I'm not on the other end either. I'm not on the side of the coin. So it could be, I could be coming out of left field from something, right? Because it could be, you could be getting some bullshit from your bosses where we're like, sorry, man, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And it's like, fuck. Right?
Well, think of it like that one dude when we were at Nellis, right? We had that one guy. We won't mention his name.
I forgot his name.
Quality, right?
Jesus Christ, dude, that guy.
This fucking dude would come and just rape our unit as contractors, and he was an A10 dude. Be like, man, that is not incorrect. You're incorrect about this. The way you're inspecting it, man. We won't mention names, but he was rough, man. It was horrible.
He would show up at 6, and then he wouldn't leave till like 3:30, and he'd eat his lunch at the squadron.
Yeah, and as a maintenance manager, made my life hell because you scrambling to get a 4-ship together to send up, and this dude's just, nope, that one can't fly. That one can't fly. That can't fly. Like, get the fuck out of here. Been around these A10s for 18, 20 years now.
I was always the guy that would, I loved finding stuff, and like pro supers and stuff would get so pissed because they're like, really, you broke another one? But that was my job. This is what I was supposed to do, is find stuff that was, if it's beyond leak limits or beyond wear limits or something like that. Like,
yeah, I never had a problem with people finding stuff as a pro super or expediter, but you better be going to the fucking support and getting tools to fix the cocksucker too. Don't just find shit and write it up. Go fix it.
Better go order some parts, get that shit going.
Yeah. Thanks for breaking it. Now fix it, please.
I always hated when I don't care, like you said, I don't care if they find stuff or break shit or whatever, but it was always waiting until the last minute to point out something. And then when that's fixed, they point out something else they knew about and something else just to fuck you.
The hip pocket stuff.
They find out of limit leaking reservoir 5 minutes into a 2-hour BPO, and they tell you after they're done the BPO.
Yep. Hated that shit.
We could have ordered that reservoir and had it here by now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the hip pocket stuff is what I hate. It's like it's been fucked up for how long, and you're just now waiting until somebody pisses you off, allegedly. All right, I don't know situations, but I've heard of things where they're like, "I'm fucking mad, fuck this," you know what I mean? You're like, "What the fuck, dude? How long have you been sitting on this mother? It could have been fixed a long time ago. How long have you been sitting on this motherfucker?"
Yep.
We all know people who are like that, who,
I feel like it happened a lot more being a civilian than I was in the military, especially dealing with union people. There is a lot of senior union people, I could say, that do shit like that all the time. I don't understand why, but they just keep doing it.
Well, isn't majority of those people prior military?
Almost like, I want to say probably like 95% of the people I work with
issue.
military.
You would expect that the integrity would follow into that,
No, man, you get all high and mighty once you get to be the union, right? Because now, well, they can't. I'm going to red X this for this, and okay, now I'll call sheet metal out and have them say that it's not bad. It's not, you don't put a red X in, you put a dash in and let the SME come out and inspect that component, whether it be NDI, sheet metal, egress, whoever, right? Yeah. Don't get all high and mighty because you have a union backing you up and think you can just fucking red X anything you want.
You put a dash in there for an eval.
Yeah, exactly. You don't red X it.
We had so many I don't know, arguments or conflicts, whatever the fuck you want to call it, discussions about fucking tires. All the time.
Yeah.
All the fucking time.
Yep.
Like swing. Most of the time I was on swing, so we do our BPO or whatever the fuck you call them. Post flight.
They're BPOs. Don't fucking.
They're BPO pre's.
They're BPO pre's.
Yep. You do those, and then morning or day shift comes out, and they call the fucking tire bad that you just fucking called good last shift. And you're like, oh my god.
Was it the 4T-1-3 for the tire?
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't tell you
it's
the
a 4T.
number off of it, but
it's a 4T-1. Yes, it is.
Well, are we wet weather conditions?
4T-1-3.
Yeah, are we wet weather conditions in Las Vegas?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's 100 in hell outside, and we haven't seen rain in fucking 5 years. It's not wet weather conditions.
Well, it would always crack me up because, we would go to Guam and, we're wet weather conditions. It's different limits. We just came from 6 feet of fucking snow. How is that not wet weather? It doesn't make any sense.
It's a dry rain.
Yeah, it's a dry snow.
It's a dry snow.
Yeah, tires were always is that cut on the sidewall? Is that cut through? How many layers of fiber can you see?
Yeah. Cord fucking I remember 15s, you would fucking get through so many layers of cord and then finally call it bad. But moving to these 5th gen jets, it's like barely a fucking smidget of a cord you see. Oh, it's bad.
Yep.
No.
Yep. Tires, man. Yeah. Tires are always a
fun one. Tires are always a fun one. I like it when they, people see it when they're when it's taxiing in, they see the target because you can tell when the tire's bad and you see the big target. But then it ends up on the very bottom and they don't say anything. That's the best. It's the best.
That's the integrity we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
There was a big debate for a little while too about can you have a tire pre-aired, or does it have to be on the jet to
before you install it?
Yeah. Yeah, because they said that the air pressure would be different if there's weight on wheels. X amount of pounds is still the X amount of pounds that it was.
It's got to have so it's not going to be fully serviced, obviously, before it goes on, right? Because your tire shop isn't going to fucking fill it up that far.
You do.
Huh?
As a guy that worked wheel and tire in Coonsound, you do fill it up to the max amount because you
got to test it, right?
Yeah, you stretch test it in the cage. I think you can actually go 10 or 20 psi over to stretch the rubber, and then when you roll it out, it's serviced at the ±5 amount.
Interesting.
On the line.
When we would get them, they would take it back down to I think 50. They would only leave 50 pounds in it before they delivered the tire.
On what airframe?
On 35s.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know 35. I know Block 30 F-16s I did wheel and tire for a year down there. So
yeah, I remember even on Raptors and 15s and shit, they would always be fully serviced.
Yeah.
And after you're done, you check them real quick.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. Maybe it's this place I was at or whatever. But they said something about transporting a fully serviced tire is dangerous.
Yeah, it is never fully serviced.
Yeah.
Stupid.
And it was same with the MQ9s, but the MQ9s had a little tiny.
Yeah. You just use a hand pump to pump those up.
Little tiny baby tire.
Yeah.
Little baby on the wing and then swap out the tire.
Yeah, he basically. Dude,
in like a space Mythbusters type scenario, I always wanted to, from a distance, hot shot one to see how it blows up.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Instead of remember those pictures that we were all shown in tech school? I don't know about the 1900s.
It was the same video.
In tech school, the video where the fucking guts and shit are all over the place.
Yep.
It always freaked me out.
Socks.
It always freaked me out when they show me the pictures, when they show some pictures of the mule, where it was just their hands and their arms were fucking giant. Do you ever see that?
Oh, from the injection from the hydro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, whoa. I don't know if I want to touch a mule. And I'm fucking running mules, and I'm just like, this is fucking easy.
That's some scary shit, though, man.
Let's
You get
go.
a stream of hydro fluid,
Yeah.
3,000 bust your skin and just fill you up. That's some scary shit.
Yeah.
I don't think a pinhole leak would really do that. I mean, if the full PSI was coming out of it, yeah, but you're getting flow through that line still.
Yeah.
So what that pinhole, the little bit that's coming out of that pinhole, probably isn't fucking 3,000 PSI. But
yeah, I don't think it would be 3,000 either. Yeah. It'd have to be a magical, perfect angle to get all that PSI coming through there.
Maybe if it was deadheaded and then you got max pressure coming out of that hole.
I
think the line would blow if you had a hole in it, though.
I was going to say, if you're at 3,000 to 4,200 ish, we'll just throw a random number out there. Don't you think once it got a little hole, then it's just going to blow the rest of the shit apart?
Yeah, depending on the line and shit.
Yeah,
you never know.
The wall thickness and whatever.
Yeah, I remember working in the wheel well of a Raptor one time, and I fucking I can't remember, maybe it was a reservoir or something. I was fucking with putting in. And I remember going back, applying pressure, and then seeing that I didn't tighten something, so I killed the fucking mule and go in there, and there's a cloud of fucking red mist.
Just a fucking red.
I wasn't thinking. I tried to like breathe, and I'm like, oh.
Man, I always loved getting fucking hydro baths. Those were the best.
Yeah,
those were the absolute best.
The old way of servicing PAO. The shit would get everywhere.
PAO is special.
No, I think, you know what? I think it's going to turn out in years from now, they're going to be like, PAO is fucking, you got holes in your head because of PAO. You know what I mean? Because right now they're like, yeah, no, it's a clear liquid. You can fucking practically eat it, dude, but don't try it. You know?
I was just going to ask if they ever determined what it causes, because that shit's got to cause something.
They haven't said shit yet, but I guarantee in like 20 years, when people are starting like, well, I've been working with PAO a lot, and look, I'm growing a fourth arm, you know, like that kind of shit.
It's just going to cause all the cancers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what I always loved about hydraulic fluid?
The taste?
Yes. The way it made my
sweet taste.
The way it made my chicken sandwiches taste. That was the best.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of eating, hey, Blackbeard, have you ordered those hot dogs yet?
Oh, no. I actually forgot about it. I saw that link that you sent.
Yeah.
I need to fucking order it. I wrote it down and shit happens.
Let me tell you, after chatting with fucking Blackbeard for the last week, like we always do, he's been on a hot dog tirade. All right. Since you mentioned that shit, he's thought about nothing but hot dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, we were even talking about him opening his own hot dog fucking hot dog
a hot dog restaurant
food truck.
Like a hot
here on base.
Like a rolling cart, just rolling up and down the flight line, slinging glizzies.
Yeah, slinging glizzies on base. Yeah, it'd be a hot
slinging
dog
wieners.
Blackbeard's wiener slinger.
A chrome cart, a chrome cart, and one of those tricycles they had at Tyndall.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
He
could be in the shape of like a pirate ship, though.
Have you guys ever been to Edwards?
Yeah.
You guys ever the Edwards BX?
Yep.
Yeah, he's just gonna park up there. Dude, he would sell out in like nobody's business, because all these maintainers now love glizzies.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're slinging the glazier glizzies, man. You'd be sold out in minutes.
2023. They all like to stick things in their mouths now.
Yep.
Oh yes.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, speaking of eating, as well. And I don't know how many times we got to say this. Okay. So a friend of mine just took his life the other day, which is not cool. Call somebody, motherfuckers. He was, I think, on episode 2. I talked about the chicken sandwich bandit.
Yeah.
You guys remember that? That was him. He was a chicken sandwich bandit. Where, he was still a cool guy. We fucked with him a lot. You know what I mean? But he was still our friend. We took and put his face up on a wanted poster. Put it all over the fucking squadron. I mean, everywhere. Went everywhere. Even in the AMXS building and shit. Good times. Good times. Call somebody if you need somebody.
Absolutely.
And don't, I've had people, sometimes people give people shit about it. Even if people do give you shit, who gives a shit,
About what? About calling somebody?
About calling somebody. Yeah, like Like that last time when I was on with Cam, he was giving me shit about calling him 1 or 2 in the morning. You know, who cares, man? I'd much rather shoot the shit with somebody for 30 minutes or an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours or what, than hear the news.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Yeah. And I think y'all, anybody could call me any time of the day. I'm up all night.
Same here. And you guys know, the listeners and stuff, you can find us on Facebook or whatever, and you can always DM us, message us, call us through Facebook. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yep.
Well, yeah, if you want to, shoot the shit or whatever, we don't care.
Always there.
If you want to come, if it makes you feel better to make fun of Rhino and his trash haulers, we could do that.
Make that happen.
If you want to come on and make fun of Fab for, being the greatest magician we've ever seen, we can do that.
David Copperfield.
If you want to come on and compliment Blackbeard's fucking braids and how he plays a steel drum with them, we can do that.
We can talk about the 1900s.
We can talk about the 1900s with Mayor.
Yeah.
I mean, we could talk about strip clubs and pawn shops with Lil Mikey. He's a professional. He's the SME of strip clubs and pawn shops.
Yeah.
That's what we could do. So just fucking let us know. You know what I mean? Gosh. That's like 2 in 2 months.
Yeah.
That's like 2 in 2 months.
I was thinking about that yesterday.
Freaking crazy.
2 pretty close ones.
That's freaking crazy. We'll eat tacos.
We all know how it is on the flight line. We talk shit, but it's all out of love.
Yep.
Still love
it really is. Yeah. It really is. And regardless
if we're not talking shit, it means we don't like you.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Remember the guys who would get fucking when they were PCSing? We fucking tackle the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then there were other guys that you just let walk off. Right?
Or they sneak off and don't let you get them.
Or they sneak off. And
yep.
What was the best one that happened to you, Mayor? Did you ever get got?
I got in Kunsan.
What was the worst? What did they do?
Rolled up into the TA truck. Well, I was wheel and tire, but we belonged to TA as well. So just got rolled up into the truck, tied up, juiced up with whatever would come out of the fridge, rolled around, put on display. It was great.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah. Petting your hair?
No, I didn't have much hair.
Oh, so pat on your scalp.
Remember back about an hour ago, you guys were talking about hair, and I was over here quietly in the corner. Because I couldn't be part of that conversation. I just stayed out of
it. Could you do the Mr. Jefferson though?
Bro, so we were downtown at the farmer's market about a month ago with Kipples, right? And Kipples has got that great beard, right? And his kids were with him and they were doing face painting. And I said, hey man, if you get a fucking lion face paint done on your skin around that fucking perfect beard, I will let my hair grow out for 2 months. The Mr. Jefferson hair. And he would have had to suffer for 4 hours of face paint.
That would have been awesome.
And he didn't take it up. He didn't take me up on it.
Yo, he needs to come on here.
His kids are coming here in just about another 20 minutes, I think. Him and his wife are going to a beer fest.
Ooh, yeah, so, beer fest, yeah.
Yeah, so I told them to drop the kids off and they can run around my house while they're out.
That's cool. He should come. No, I'm saying he should come on the show.
Yeah, we'll get him on. Maybe next Saturday.
Talking about beer, I just started making my own mead, actually.
Nice.
Oh, because I didn't grab some for you? Yeah, I apologize about that. I'm fucking horrible, dude. I don't have any room in my pack, bro.
So I got to spend a whole month or two making my own.
I'll grab some for you. God damn it.
I figured Red would be the mead maker and Blackbeard would be the rum maker.
The rum.
Yeah. No, I'm the mead drinker. I'm the mead drinker who breaks garages and takes his shirt off and throws axes and does crazy shit, who gets family members not talking to them anymore because of crazy shit.
It's probably a good thing we didn't know each other in our 20s.
Like right now. So 4th of July, I was day drinking all day. Yes, I probably had like 25, 28 beers whatever, man. I was just fucking lit. And we were at the fireworks. I don't know what happened. I saw some people coming up in our area that weren't in our area before, and I got to start getting all shitty and crazy, dumb about it. And then my nephew was like, shut the fuck up. And I was like, what? I was like, all right, motherfucker. I was like, he put a target on himself, and I basically like talked shit to him and then sat a foldy chair right in front of him and stared at him the entire time he stared at the fireworks, talking shit to him. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that this nephew that I met on the motorcycle ride who was eating the raw chicken?
No, that was my brother-in-law.
Oh, your brother-in-law. Okay.
That was my brother. So I've tried to apologize to my nephew, and I think he's blocked me so far. And then yeah, and then my wife's brother.
4th of July?
Yeah, this last 4th of July. And then that people are like, yeah, we don't want any drama. Mike comes around, we don't want any drama. You know what I mean? Like, he's not that bad. He knows how to handle his shit. He was just drinking all day. That's what happened. Freedom isn't free, but it is on the 4th of July. You know what? I have the freedom to drink as many beers as I want and get belligerent as I want.
Yeah.
But I was a douchebag. So, I mean, it is what it is.
You owned it. That's good.
Is this your formal public apology to your nephew?
I mean, yeah, kind of. Damien, I'm sorry, man. Sorry, man. Gosh, it was a douche. But hey, listen, I like to get fucked up and have fun. Sometimes it's worth it. Last week, I was hanging out with my buddies and we went out in the desert. Had a desert adventure. They saw this light from far away and went to go look at it. And then I went to find them. And then they turned off all their lights and they were throwing rocks at me and stuff. When I was trying to find them in the desert, I was laying down in the rocks and the cactus and shit, just like, trying to detect each other.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Try not to spill my beer and shit. It was fun.
Scorpions and rattlesnakes.
Yeah. That's enough.
Oh, there's something.
They'll run away from you. You'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I love mead. What else? What else we got? Anybody want to talk about anything?
I brought up the thing I wanted to talk about, that Oliver Anthony guy. That sounds pretty cool. And how he rose to stardom. He's up number 1 of the charts now. People are pissed because he's passing some, dude on the right is passing Taylor Swift on the charts,
Yeah, it's always awesome when shit like that happens.
Yep.
Oh, Kid Rock was cited drinking a Bud Light recently.
No.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
No.
There's a picture of it. I don't know if it's recent or not.
Is it date and time? Is it date and time stamp?
That's the part I'm not sure about.
It's been all over the last day or two, though.
I'm fishy about that. Unless there's a date and time stamp on it. Digital, not written with a fucking marker.
With a crayon.
You're really upset about that.
I am upset about that shit. That and the Target bullshit, man.
Yeah, Target was ridiculous.
Yeah. Forcing that shit down our faces. Get the hell out of here.
What was it? I didn't catch the Target stuff.
The store, Target store.
Target store. What happened with Target?
You didn't hear about that?
It's Target,
they went all woke.
Target.
They went well beyond woke during just before Pride, which is fine. That shit's whatever you want to do, but don't bring it to the children. They had a large section of clothing made for trans children. Like 3-4-year-old pants, like little shorts for little boys to tuck their things away because they're going to transition, and little shirts for younger girls to squash their chests against their chests so their little bits don't show. For little kids, little fucking kids, man. Not 18-year-olds. You're only 18, 20 years old. Do what you want to do.
Yo, what the fuck, bro?
Fucking
leave the kids out of it.
Yep. So yeah, Target lost a ton of market cap money overnight because of that shit. And I'll never go to Target again. Ever. Oh, nothing. Especially not to buy Bud Light.
I was more of a Kmart guy myself.
Yeah, I love Kmart.
I miss Kmart, man. They all fucking closed down.
Remember when they had all the food court in the front? They had the food court stuff in the front. You always walk in and smell like fucking awesomeness. Not like when you walk into Target.
Yeah, it's always like rotten popcorn in Target.
Yeah, it's
you
like,
notice that?
You walk into Target and it smells like some fucking some fucking excavators fucking socks. You know what I mean? Some ditch digger socks. You're like, oh my gosh, bro.
Yep.
And I feel like everybody
new popcorn flavor.
everybody's always like I don't know. I just get like a Beverly Hills type of vibe in there. Like one of these things isn't like the other, and it's me. I don't
high
fit
class.
I love Kmart. I love Kmart and I love Walmart. Man, I used to have fun in Walmart when I was a kid because that was the only thing to do in our small ass town was go to Walmart late at night and fuck shit up, right? Ride bikes to the store, have the fucking people chasing you, and then we'd have like 3 of us would go in. We'd grab those Hulk gloves. You remember those foam Hulk gloves that made the sound? That you just fucking. We'd have boxing matches with those.
I always like taking the ball out of that big fucking basket thing.
Yeah.
Really get it in the top.
Yeah, that was always a good time. Or like riding the bike with a pool noodle and then just fucking
clearing the shelves,
just knocking shit down. Allegedly. It was always a good time.
Now everything's
like jamming on the first act stuff.
Oh, the first act,
guitars and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, me and my buddies used to go into golf shops and fucking putt around the store playing like miniature golf through the golf shop.
That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah.
We made it like a little game. We would go to different golf shops and see how long we could go through
this course is a par 6. Hell yeah. Dude, that's
good
rad.
shit.
That's rad. You golf now?
Fuck no. I went real golfing once when I was in tech school, just because I was in phase 1, and if you went to the golf course, you could put on civilian clothes. So we all went to the golf course so we could just put on get out of our uniform, and we just drove around in the golf cart the whole time.
Oh,
I got kicked off of the Elmo course once.
Hell yeah!
Wasn't even drunk, but I showed up wearing cowboy boots, and they said I couldn't play.
Dang,
that's a thing.
I played the course at Tyndall a few times. The worst time was when I brought a foam ice chest with beers in it with tall boys. It was like every hole I was just like down the hatch, and then it was like squirrel, going after driving the cart after the squirrels and shit. I was wild, but I think that we should do a round out here, bro. We should try it.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun. We could drink mead.
Yeah.
Oof.
We could drink mead and golf. Think about that.
That'd be cool. That sounds like a great combination.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun, bro. That'd be fun. You ever had mead?
I have.
It's delicious. Unicorn blood is my favorite.
Yeah, Ralph used to make
I always get it at the Renaissance fairs. I always get mead.
Do you go to Renaissance fairs?
Oh, I love it.
Do you fucking dress up? What do you dress up as?
No, but I really would like to, though.
There's pictures of me as before the military of dressed up at Renaissance fairs. My family used to go every year.
Really?
Yep.
I've always thought about it and like, nah. But then whenever my friends do go, I'm like, grab me some of those rad gauntlets, with like the spikes and shit on there, so that way I can fucking wear them while I'm shredding.
I've gone a few times since I got out, but it's a fun time. I don't dress up, but pretty cool to see fucking bustiers.
It's always so hot when they do it here, but it would be cool to dress as like a giant Viking because you got to remember, I'm not an average size person.
That's why that's what I was alluding to. You dress up,
I would look really, really scary and badass, I'm sure.
I mean, you probably already go there and they're like, oh shit.
There's at our one here, there used to be this guy he looked like a bodybuilder, and he wore this kind of old warrior outfit thing, and he would stand by the front gate, and people would take pictures with him and stuff. I think he might have passed away a year or two ago, but he was always super cool to see. And I remember the first time when I got home from the military was the first time I went, and I'm like, oh man, I got to take a picture with that guy. He looks huge. And I got up next to him, and he came to like my nipple.
You should just go there dressed up like a giant.
There you go. American flag speedo and a cowboy hat.
Just go there, go there, Shrek, dude. Just be like, get out of my swamp.
You heard about the one out here in Cal City, the fucking Wasteland Weekend? It's all Mad Max stuff.
I've applied for that to play, to our band to play there.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
It's like a week long, I think.
No, I think it's a weekend.
Is it a Wasteland Weekend? No, it's a weekend. It's called Wasteland Weekend.
Yeah, it's only 3 days. Yeah, it's 3 days.
It's pretty cool looking. I guess it sells out pretty fucking quick to get tickets and all that. But it's like a huge Mad Max fucking arena in the middle of the desert. Yeah. It's pretty cool looking.
Dang.
They have all the normal Mad Max stuff like fucking Barter Town and
when you see, it's that time of year when you see all the shit fucking rolling up, when you see all the fucking crazies going to Cal City.
All the cars and stuff. Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen Cal City or heard of Cal City, California City?
I've heard of it. I don't know if I've been there or not. Maybe I've driven through. I've not heard good things.
I lived there for like 2 years.
It's California's city.
Yeah, it's California City's at its finest, bro.
Total shit.
Yeah, dude, I lived there for 2 years and had just a couple incidents of people trying to get in my house.
Really?
Yeah.
Where do you live now? Okay, definitely been there.
It's a little town. I'm like right around the corner. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mikey.
When I thought I was going to go to Edwards, I saw this little town called Biggs, and I was like, "Oh man, that would be awesome." And I called a couple people, and they were like, "Dude, you do not want to live in that town."
Yeah. I when I first came out here, dude, and Cal City was the cheapest. I mean, it still is, but like it was like $1,200 for a fucking 3-bedroom house, and I was like, "Yeah, let's do this. Shit. Yeah, let's go." And then housing prices went up, and they kicked us out and jacked up now. So I'm out here on the weekends, and then Arizona at home because it's cheaper at home. Good old Arizona, best state in the country.
Arizona. You guys hear about that fucking hurricane that's supposed to come up and hit us in California?
Hell yeah.
It's called Hillary.
Bro.
Yep.
Perfect name for a fucking hurricane.
The rain at home and in Vegas right now has been ongoing for the past 2 days, and it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
The most rain that
they said it was like a year's worth of rain. It's supposed to be in like 4 days or something.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hitting us tomorrow. Or no, tonight. It's hitting us today.
Is it?
I was really confused.
Yeah, it's hitting us today.
Yeah, I know, like the path of it is like right through us.
Yeah, so we're supposed to like get hit fucking heavy. And guess what? I'm on a motorcycle.
I was really confused at first when I heard about it because I was always under the impression that hurricanes were Atlantic and typhoons were Pacific, but apparently it's more of a northern southern geographical location kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, shit. I thought the same thing.
Yeah, so I guess from what I read this morning, if I'm understanding it right, if it were like another 100 miles north, it would be considered a typhoon.
Right, like northern southern hemisphere type situation.
Yeah. But there's another hurricane forming that's supposed to come through the Gulf in the next week too. So, at this point, you never know what to expect year to year.
El Nino, bro. El Nino.
I remember when El Nino happened when I was a kid. I grew up in Orange County, but going to the beaches after that, I almost died a few times going out in the surf like a fucking idiot.
Dang.
Hey,
dudes. Getting pretty close to having a call. Does anyone perhaps, and I'm slacking on this because Rhino isn't here, he usually has it.
Fucking Rhino.
Does anyone have
I thought of one.
A veteran program?
One that I was thinking of that has helped me on my most recent claim, which was a pretty large one, is and I don't think anybody else other than Texans can use it. I'm not sure on that, but the Texas Veterans Commission. It took a while because there's been a whole bunch of people with the PAC Act stuff, and I know they got a lot going on at the VA. But hats off to the guys at Texas Veterans Commission because I won. So super excited about that.
Oh yeah, dude! Congrats.
What's PAC Act? What is that?
What's what?
The PAC Act or whatever.
Oh, that's I didn't read too much into it because it's like chemicals and stuff that you've been chemical exposures, things like that.
I remember seeing that somewhere.
Burn pits.
Vietnam guys, a lot of stuff with napalm, things like that. So
somebody, the VA, or not the VA, was told to do. They had to open, allow people to apply for this PAC Act, and it was at a certain deadline. They could reapply for stuff that may have been turned down before or not service connected. And I don't know when that deadline was, but I know there's a deadline that if you think
the
you're
deadline,
really
I think deadline was last week, I believe.
Okay.
But they got an extension on it, and so I
cool.
think it goes for another month or so.
Good.
Hell yeah. Do they have a JP8 one yet? That'll be nice.
Good. They should have a PAO one.
They will. They fucking will. They'll have an LO one eventually.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna.
Well, they always
cancer
ask
from
you,
LO.
what have you been exposed to? And so one of the first times, I just wrote down all that shit, like everything that we're exposed to. And so now every time since the PAC Act things come out, whenever I go in, they're like, "Well, you've got this on your list. Is this?" I'm like, "No, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't." I have noticed that at this point, it seems like I have more answers than the VA does on some of the things that I get questions about. But they're trying.
Did that affect you? No, I'm good.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, this has been a great episode. I really appreciate you guys coming on.
Yeah.
Super nice to meet you, Mayor.
Yeah, too, brother. You too.
Mayor,
you're not as old as they made you out to be.
I was gonna ask you, Mayor. Can you say it for us one time?
What's that?
Come on. What's in my background?
Oh, you guys want some butterscotch?
Hey, you guys want a butterscotch?
Hey, you young whippersnapper crew chief. Here, suck on this. It'll get you through your BPO.
Hell yeah.
And I mean the butterscotch.
That too. The glizzies. The red glizzy.
I got a glizzy for you.
Yeah, right?
Slinging. Yeah, hell yeah. Thanks, guys, for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anytime you guys want to come on, hit us up. You guys are welcome. Anytime to be guest hosts. Anybody can't show up, y'all can come up, do whatever.
Yeah.
Very much appreciated.
Yep, same.
Talk to Kips. See if he wants to come on at some point, if he's got time.
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
He showed up. The bird just showed up.
There he is.
He's saying pull chocks is what he's saying.
Yes, he is. Oh, yeah, he is. He is. All right, you guys. Wait a minute. Blackbeard.
Oh, yes. I always forget about this.
Oh.
Find us. Look us up. You can search us. I don't know if you can just search Google, but look us up.
Can.
Keys to the Jet podcasts on all the normal sites like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and then through Buzzsprout. You can hear us on all the normal streaming sites like Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Google. All of those have us in there.
And if you want to subscribe, it's $3 through Buzzsprout. $3 a month will get you personalized stuff that will 3D print and personalized messages and some exclusive content.
Yeah, we could probably give you access to some of the uncut stuff.
Exclusive.
Fancy uncut.
Exclusive.
Because we're making episodes that are just available on subscription. That's it.
Ooh.
Yep. We're going to start making episodes where you can just get on subscription. Maybe this one. Maybe this one. Maybe. Anyways, check us out. Thanks everybody for listening. Love you guys. Who wants to pull chocks? We should all pull chocks at the same time.
Ooh.
That's gonna be tricky.
Mikey, do you remember how to do it?
Yeah, but I didn't. Are we on 3 or after 3? What are we doing?
Let's go 3, 2, 1. Chalks out.
Okay.
No, I don't know. Let's go. Chalks out. Love you guys.
Chalks out.
Chalks out.
Chalks out.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Later.